Hello and welcome back to Space Engineers. In today's video, we're looking at another mod. Now this mod is very similar to the one that I've showcased in the past, where it adds animations to all the cockpits in the game, and it's called Cockpits Re-Animated again. So yes, the mod was revived, all the cockpits have been updated with moving parts, as well as decompression animations, and that's what we're going to look at today. So what we've got right behind my character, and what you can see right here is my lovely platform, which has been lit up by a bunch of light panels. We're going to start off with the large block ones, move across to the small block ones, have a look at all the animations involved, and that'll be that. So grabbing hold of my character, we're going to come over to this one, the box standard default cockpit, where at the back, you probably notice that the door is open. So if I was to get my character to go hop into this, what's going to happen is the door is going to close right behind me and seal me inside. Now it doesn't look any different than the default cockpit now, but I can hop out of this, the door will open, we'll get a puff of air come out, and that is the decompression animation. Now if we move across to the industrial cockpit, it's a very similar setup where we have a doorway on the back that will open and close. That's what it looks like from behind. There we go, in fact move my character away so we don't see that yellow highlighted. That's simply what it looks like from the front. And there is the doorway. So grabbing hold of my character once again, we're going to come up to that cockpit, hop on the inside, third person view, zooming all the way in. There we go, it simply closes up behind us, and now it looks like its default self. Hopping out of it once again, the door will open and we'll get a puff of air. We're going to do that again. Just a nice novel thing to have on the cockpit. Now we can move across to the small block stuff, which is going to be a little bit different. So instead of having the cockpit where we go behind in a doorway, we've got a lid that will open and close. Just hopping into this, and now seal us inside. In third person view, coming around to the front. There we go, it's going to be a bit wonky on this asteroid, but hopping out. It'll open up, going in it. Close it down. We also get a puff of air once again to release all the oxygen inside, just to show the decompression. Hopping out of this and moving across to the fighter cockpit. Now this one is slightly different. I believe the mod that I showcased beforehand had this lid lift up, much like the cockpit behind me, but this one slides forwards and backwards. In first person view, make sure it's in first person view, hopping in, it just simply slides back. In third person view, if I can get the camera into a decent enough position, can't use the third person camera unfortunately because it will just default me back into this. Hopping out, there you go, it slides forwards, hopping in, it slides backwards, with a very nice, very smooth animation. Doing it again, there we go. And then last but not least is the industrial cockpit, which doesn't really look too different if you were to move all the way around it. In fact, it's very hard to spot what has changed, and what has changed is this side panel right here. So the side panel will be very much like the fighter cockpit behind me and will slide forwards and backwards when we get in and out. Just hopping in it for the moment in first person view. You probably saw that, but I'll do it again. They just slide backwards and then they slide forwards. Just a nice little thing considering we don't have the door at the back to get in and out. Now we come to third person view and try and get a better look at this. I do apologise for the camera because it is exceptionally wonky here. Hopping out and going back in. There you go, just about make it out. And that is all this mod does. It's just a very nice, very simple mod that adds a lot to the base game, adds a lot more human touch to your cockpits to get in and out where you don't just magically phase through glass to get inside and drive your vehicle around. And from my testing, it doesn't seem to have any issues whatsoever if there's any kind of blocks in front of it, so once you build that all the way up, it will simply phase in and out of those blocks. Then just hopping out of that, it just goes straight through there, so there's no risk of any planks with this, no risk of any unwanted physics effect, it just simply phases through the blocks as if they're not there. And there we go, that is pretty much it what this mod has to offer. I just thought some people might get a kick out of this. It is very novel just to come up behind one of these large cockpits, just walk in through the back. I don't think we can actually fit the character all the way through it, but we'll just come in. No, we cannot, it's just a solid wall. But anyway, there'll be a link to it in the description below if you wish to download it and play around for yourself. Highly recommend you do because it is a fun little mod. And I'll be back with another video some point soon. Bye bye.